Whether new shooter, longtime gun owner, or even police officer or soldier, your handgun needs a Crimson Trace laser sight or light. Get the confidence and reliability you need to protect family, home, and country. Crimson Trace.
Today on Tom Gresham's Gun Talk, we're on location at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas. Tom's in the Crimson Trace booth, and it's going to move fast, so hang on. Here's Tom.
Boy, you aren't kidding. It's going to go fast because we have so much to talk about. Of course, we're SHOT Show, Las Vegas, Nevada, 2016. Having a ball. Look at all the cool stuff here. Andrew Wright's just joined us from SureFire. Andrew, you brought the toys because you are, everybody says, hey, man, you're the toy guy, right?
That's me. That's what I do here. Walk around and I bring gifts. But,
all right. SureFire, of course. Everybody knows SureFire, but people don't know all about SureFire, right?
Yeah. Typically, people know just a piece of us, whether it's the flashlights or, hey, I use your suppressors in the military. But we have a lot of different sides of the company. We do a lot of different things. And, it's a good place to work. So
people say, well, yeah, I've got a SureFire flashlight. Oh, great. That's cool. But what they may not know is you guys are really the ones that established, at least in my mind, that a flashlight is not just a flashlight. And when SureFire makes it, a flashlight is a piece of technology.
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. People don't realize the amount of research and development that we put into these products. Our mission set is just making our warfighter and our law enforcement officers safer. And at the end of the day, the civilians also benefit by getting a better product because they're definitely tried and true. They're the most durable products on the market and very high tech as well.
Yeah, when somebody's kicking in a door or going into a cave and trying to take on bad guys, they need a light that absolutely works every time, does what it's supposed to do. It's kind of like NASCAR.
Yeah.
They develop products over there, and then we get the benefit of it.
Yeah, no doubt. You can't go into a bad situation with any doubt in your mind that light's going to turn on when you need it. So very important to have the reliable products like these.
In fact, you were saying on Monday you had a special event. You have a lot of military folks out there. They're looking at the new products. You have some products that we don't get to have.
That's correct. There's some side projects that we work on for some special customers, but
right.
For the most part,
The emphasis on special. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. But for the most part, most of them do cross over to both markets.
Okay.
So our suppressors are available commercially.
Right.
Hearing protection as well. We have a lot of military contracts for that, but also civilians use those. We have a bunch of different models depending on what your application is.
So what'd you bring today?
So we brought a couple new products here. Just some of the hot new items for this year.
Okay.
I'll start off right here. This is the new keychain, right? So this is a Sidekick.
Okay.
This is right now an Amazon exclusive. Retails for about $80. It's a USB or micro USB rechargeable flashlight with a lithium-ion battery. It's
goes on your keychain.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a 10mm faceted reflector, and it has 3 outputs. So when you first turn it on, it'll come on the low output of 5 lumens. And
whoa!
60. Yeah, it's pretty bright for the size.
Yeah, when I cranked it up to the third one, how many lumens is that?
That's 300 lumens on bright. Yeah. So
on a keychain light.
Correct.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculously bright for the size.
But what I like about it is the low setting is low enough. It's not going to blind you if you need to read something.
Exactly.
If you're reading a menu in a restaurant or whatever it happens to be, or in my case, I'm reading a chart at night when I'm flying, that kind of a deal.
Exactly. You have to take some quick notes on the road or whatever it may be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weighs 2-3 ounces. It's nothing.
About, yep.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's cool. And that's an Amazon exclusive right now?
Correct. It will be available to our entire dealer network and from us directly, I'd say within the next month. This launched about 2 months ago, so it's been on the market. This is currently shipping, and it's been really well received.
Called the Sidekick.
Yep, the Sidekick.
Cool.
The idea being, the best light is something that you always have with you. So if you carry it on your keys, you always have it when you need it.
I learned years ago, I always have a flashlight with me, and when you do, it's amazing how many times you use it during the day.
Yeah, and it makes your life way easier. You spend less time trying to look for things,
Looking down in a bag, looking at whatever.
Exactly. The smallest, most mundane tasks are expedited exponentially.
They are.
Yeah.
All right.
So next up, I'll show you the XC1. We did launch this last year, but it's still a very exciting product for us. We wanted to talk about it a little bit. So
how trim is that?
Exactly. So the X300, which is our primary pistol light. We have a lot of military, law enforcement, and civilians that run that, and it's a phenomenal light. However, it's a little bit bigger package.
Right.
It's 2 batteries, 2 123 batteries next to each other, and because of that, it's a little bit fatter. It sticks on both sides of the gun. So this the idea with this is for the concealed carry market. It's one AAA battery, and it stays within the confines of a Glock 19 or a Glock 17. It's no wider than, and it's no longer than a Glock 19. So it's a perfect CCW light. It's 200 lumens. It uses that same 10 millimeter faceted reflector that's on the sidekick, and also on a couple other products we have here. It gives you a really nice wide flood beam pattern.
For those who don't know, 200 lumens is just plenty for a handgun light.
Well, that's the idea. With a CCW light, most realistic engagements you're going to get in with a CCW are going to be in pretty close proximity. And this is plenty of light to shoot out to 25 meters, so we feel it's a perfect CCW light, a perfect option for that. So activation right there on the back toggles, you can just push those straight down.
What does this sell for?
I believe $299 is the retail price for that.
Okay.
And of course, these are lifetime warranty products, so that's a big portion that I think is kind of undersold. We're trying to push more. I compare it to like Snap-on tools of flashlights.
Right.
So you buy one, you're going to have it for the rest of your life.
That's it. And as I tell people, is that these items are like a parachute. Don't be the guy that wants the cheap parachute.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I wouldn't want to cheap out when I'm having to get into a gunfight. Hold on, I'm going to buy this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But they say, "Oh yeah, but I can get my money back." Yeah, ask for that when you're in a gunfight.
Exactly. Hold on 1 minute.
Yeah.
So next up, we'll step over to the Titan. We launched this last year.
That's so cool. Teeny tiny little light.
Correct, yeah. So we make two models. We make an aluminum version, and then we make this brass version. And so with the brass version, we're able to drive the LED a little bit harder. The brass acts as a heat sink,
right?
And it's also less resistance for the electronics, so we can get just a little bit more output on it. So the Titan A, which is the aluminum model, is like 125 lumens on high,
right?
And this one's 300 lumens on high, which is kind of unheard of for a single AAA light.
Yeah, and it's trim little light. It's it's short. It's got a clip on it. You can put it in a shirt pocket, your pants pocket.
Absolutely.
And frankly, if you wanted to, it could be an impact weapon.
Yeah, it could be. So there's 3 outputs on this: 5 lumens, 60, and then the 300. So, and then also it comes with this detachable keychain ring. So when you have it on your keys, if you need to, you can break it off, use it handheld, and then put it back on your keys.
300 lumens.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That retails for about $99. The Titan A, I believe, is at around $60 or $70. Wow, there's a lot of products I need to remember.
That's a lot of value for SureFire.
Correct. Yeah, no, that's a phenomenal light. I carry, actually, the Titan A, although I might be switching to that sidekick because it's nice to be able to recharge it on your computer when you go to work. You just plug it right in.
Sure. That way you top it off. It's always good to go.
Yeah, both great products, different form factor depending on what your needs are. So.
Right.
Next up, we'll talk about the IntelliBeam. So we launched this product last year. This is a super exciting new product for us, and we're incorporating this technology into a lot of different lights.
Right.
So it's got a sensor in the bezel, and it's automatically adjusting constantly. So when we go over here, it gets dimmer, and then it gets brighter. So basically it works on not the proximity per se, but the amount of light that's splashing back into the sensor. So it's constantly adjusting.
Auto dimmer.
Correct. So there's over 2,000 settings between the low of 5 lumens and the high of 600 on this model. We make a bigger version that has 1,000 lumens. But the idea being that if you're reading a map, it's not going to blind you, but then you can still shine it far away and it'll dial up immediately. And it's always giving the appropriate amount of light for the appropriate distance. So some lights nowadays, have selector rings or multiple settings, and it's a little bit cumbersome to kind of navigate through those.
Sure.
So this is an automatic way to do that. It also, you can override it if you need to. You just press again and you just get the high if you don't want it to be auto-adjusting for whatever reason.
That's brilliant. And I learned from one of my SWAT buddies. He said, you can have too much light when you're going through a house because you can actually, with the back scatter, you can blind yourself.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because just this year, new for 2016, we've incorporated this into a weapon light called the M600 IntelliBeam. And so the idea is exactly what you said. There's two kind of the gunfighting industry, the training market out there right now is a little bit divided, with one side of the house saying you can have too much light. When you go into a short room, you're going to be blinding yourself.
Right.
Maybe I'll hit a mirror in a house. The other side of the house, like Will Petty, Steve Fisher, Pat Rogers type of the training house, they like all the light that they can get. Those guys are running 1,000 lumen P3Xs on their long guns. And because you might get into an engagement, maybe in a Costco active shooter situation or whatever it may be, and they want the extra light to be able to really reach out and make a positive ID and also be able to do your work. So with the M600 IntelliBeam, it has a low of 200 lumens and a high of 600. And so if you come into a short room, it'll dial back down and not blind you. But if you have a long shot, it'll dial up to be able to do that. That's just what I was
thinking. That's perfect. Man, that is brilliant. I mean, well, you guys are. You're like the mad scientist of flashlights,
Just a little bit. So this is what most people are talking about. That we have debuted. This is the Fire Pack at SHOT Show. We did some teasers beforehand, but we first showed it here. So it's a 2-part system. We have our SureFire phone case. We're making these for the iPhone 6 and the Galaxy, I believe, 5, and then the 6 will be coming along with the 7.
Right.
And basically what it is, a lot of people nowadays are traveling with lithium-ion batteries to charge their phone.
Right.
Just a battery pack.
Right.
If you have that backpacker's mentality, Fieldcraft, you don't like any piece of kit that just does one thing.
Correct.
So this is a battery pack. You can charge your phone with it. You'll get just under 2 charges with it.
Okay.
But you can also use it as a flashlight and a filming device. So it'll clip onto the back of this phone case. And so for, maybe amateur bloggers or filming people,
right.
Even still photography for Instagram, you can take really good high-quality pictures at night. The output is pretty ridiculous for the size. It's 1,500 lumens on high. And so there's a slider on the side. You can manually adjust it. There's also an app on the phone. So when I go into this app, you can see I can adjust it by the Bluetooth app.
Oh, look at that.
And I can set that to be the brightness that I want.
Forget the dinky little light that comes on your phone for taking pictures.
Correct. So now when I take the picture, there you go.
You can light up the world with that thing.
Exactly. So
that's so neat.
Kind of outside the box product for us, but we're trying to branch out, try new things, and it's actually been very well received.
Called the Fire Pack 1500.
Correct. It's the Fire Pack 1500 is the output for the lumens.
Okay.
It's USB rechargeable lithium ion, and we're very excited to launch it. It's going to have a retail price right around $250, and that's coming very, very soon. Probably within the first quarter.
All right. All this SureFire.com.
SureFire.com always.
That'll work. Thank you so much, Andrew.
I appreciate you having me, Tom.
All righty. We'll be right back with more from the SHOT Show.
Your guns are hungry, really hungry. They crave lead. They feast on recoil. They were born with a gluttonous appetite for speed and accuracy. Centerfire, rimfire, shotguns. They all need to eat. Let the feeding frenzy begin. Aguila Ammunition. Feed your firearm.
The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently. When it comes to personal protection, nothing beats a Bodyguard. Choose the lightweight, compact, and concealable Bodyguard 380 pistol or the Bodyguard 38 revolver, both with a built-in laser sight. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently.
What makes a legacy? Is it quality? Craftsmanship? Maybe it's the idea that every American deserves their right to security and peace of mind on and off the battlefield. What makes a legacy? Here at Colt, we're making it every day. Colt, built one at a time, proven every round.
You're at a gun store and your phone tells you about hot deals. Want to know about special offers? No problem when you have Gun Dealio, the free app for your smartphone. Gun Dealio delivers the latest deals on guns, ammo, and extras direct to your phone. Don't overpay for your shooting gear. Get Gun Dealio. It's free at the App Store and Google Play. Trigger the deals with Gun Dealio. GunDealio.com.
In the field or on the range, you need a trigger you can trust. For over 60 years, Timney triggers have been trusted by hunters and shooters everywhere. A Timney trigger could mean the difference between a great shot and a miss. Timney triggers are proudly made in the USA and come with a lifetime warranty. To order, go to timneytriggers.com. That's TIMNEY triggers.com.
All right, coming back from the break, here we are at the SHOT Show 2016 in Vegas. We just got a whole continuous string of people. Our friends are joining us here. Talk about the new stuff here. Ed Stevenson just joins us from Trijicon. Of course, Trijicon, known for making high-quality optics of all different types, whether it be red dots, scopes, a lot of other things that they're kind of a high-tech company, really, aren't they?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me on the show today.
Oh, yeah, you bet, Eddie.
It.
You know, people don't know, Eddie and I go way back. We have shot stuff together.
Yes, we have a lot of stuff.
We've killed things together. We have. So all right. So what's always the same question, right? So what's new?
Well, for us for this year, we're going back and we're going to focus hard on the hunting side of the business. Actually, it's a two-stage approach. I'll talk about that next. But for hunters, we've always had great quality products with the AccuPoint series. The tritium and fiber optic. The variable magnifier scopes.
Right.
But they are a higher price point product, and
sure.
we realize that they're $1,000 and up.
Right.
And we know to be able to be a little more attainable for the average hunter, we need to reduce that price point just a little bit without losing the quality that we're known for. So what we did this year, which has been a huge success here at the SHOT Show, we launched the AccuPower series, and it was around the NRA show, April-May timeframe last year.
Right.
And we're actually driving that a little harder now that we're through hunting season and going into.
So what is AccuPower?
The AccuPower, the beautiful thing about it is very similar to the AccuPoint. We offer 1 to 4, 3 to 9, 2.5 to 10, and 4 to 16 magnification ranges.
Right.
But we were able to integrate smart LED technology instead of using our tritium and fiber optic. Now we have a dependable battery-powered optic with adjustable brightness settings.
Right.
And because the new LED technology is so dependable now, we've decided to go ahead and go with that. We honestly waited until we knew it would be bulletproof and worthy of Trijicon. And the news is it is so much more attainable price-wise now. We're looking at $699 to $999 on the absolute high end.
Wow.
Retail. So it's better than that on the street.
The street price is going to be a good bit less than that.
Absolutely. So we decided to do that, and so far it's been a big hit because there is a barrier there between spending $600 and $1,000 when it
no
comes
doubt.
to an optic.
Yeah.
And now you get all the same glass, the same construction, honestly the same scopes.
Just
for
different
the
lighting system.
Absolutely, and all for a much better price point.
That's very cool. I know that's been popular, but you got something else that people are really talking about right now.
Switching gears away from hunting, but not necessarily. We are going to talk about the MRO from Trijicon. This is Trijicon's miniature rifle optic. That name is a little bit of a misnomer because any reflex sight can be put on just about any platform.
Right.
As long as a Picatinny rail will fit on there, it'll fit on there and work.
But you had to call it something.
Absolutely. But it's the Trijicon MRO.
Okay.
We launched it a couple months ago. But this is the first major trade show that it's been in, and I've got to tell you, it is flying off the shelves, and it's been unbelievable reception.
Well, describe what it is.
Well, the MRO is our answer to kind of a mid to sub-compact sized red dot optic.
Okay.
We've had the little miniature reflex sight, the RMR, we've had the reflex, and we had the SRS, and they're a little bit larger scale optics. The MRO is, it's just about 2.5 inches long, but we designed it to have a larger objective lens versus the competition, the front objective lens.
Right.
So it eliminates that tube effect when you look down the optic.
Okay.
A lot of companies that have the same size objective and eyepiece, it looks like you're looking down a paper towel tube. You get that tube effect.
Right.
Well, this is short with a large objective front, a 2 MOA dot, which is very important because it's not too big, it's not too small. 2 MOAs, 2 inches at 100 yards.
Okay.
So think about this: a reflex sight is designed for short range out to around 100 yards.
Right.
If you want to still have the precision aiming at 100 and under, you don't have a huge dot to worry about covering up much of your target.
Well, it sounds to me like you said we're getting out of the hunting, but this would actually be a great hunting.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I would use this.
Absolutely.
And honestly, if it's 2 minutes, I would think this is a good 200-yard.
Oh, sure. You're still in the vitals at 200 yards. You're talking 4 inches at that range. So.
Exactly. I mean, this would be no problem at all. And it's lightning fast.
Well, imagine this on, a turkey rig or a slug gun in the big woods or muzzleloader. Tons of applications there.
Yeah.
But honestly, home defense on a shotgun, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But the true user right now, the majority of the publicity and the attention are the AR-15 people that want to use them on MSRs. And I tell you what, it's been phenomenal reception.
Yeah. And that one of the great parts of a red dot sight like this is you can shoot with both eyes open. You have all that peripheral vision, and you have speed but you have precision at the same time.
Absolutely, and with the parallax-free, functionality of that,
right?
Wherever the dot is theoretically where the bullet's going to go.
Now, I got to assume, because it's a Trijicon, it's got to be rugged.
It's rugged. It's built to our specs. It has sub-flush adjusters, so these adjusters are inset.
Say that again.
Sub-flush adjusters.
Yeah, be careful when you say that.
the windage and elevation adjustments are actually inset into the body of
Holy
the optic.
cow!
And so your dust, your debris, snagging, that kind of thing is not going to occur. So we built it with hard use in mind. Even the adjustment knob is on top instead of on the side.
Okay.
So it doesn't drag your vest or your gear or anything like that.
A lot of thought went into this.
A lot of thought went into it. 3 different base height options.
So what have you killed with this thing so far? I know you had to be out killing stuff.
I did a little field test.
I did a little field test.
Did a little wild hog eradication in Texas from a helicopter with it. So,
I knew you had done something. I know you.
Talk about use and abuse. We put it through it. And there are tons of reviews online and different things, and guys are dropping them at 20 feet and kicking them around, and they're surviving and doing well. So.
Right. Well, I mean, it's what people have always been doing with Trijicons.
Yes, sir.
Because they know they're rugged. All right, so are these available now?
Everything that we just talked about is available right now. And
okay.
I will tell you, if you're in the market for an MRO, you better act quickly because we're building them 24/7 right now.
So, I mean, they're really getting gobbled up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So they're in the dealers.
They're available now. You can pretty much go anywhere, but with the attention we've seen here this week, I can tell you they're in demand.
You're going to max out your capability to make them, is what you're telling me.
I don't know about that, but I know they're going to be in demand. And
so if you want one, go get one.
Absolutely.
What's an MRO cost?
Well, the MSRP for just the optic, you're looking at about $579.
Okay.
Which, think about that, coming from Trijicon, that is a very attractive price point.
Right.
And we honestly, we look at the competition, we know what they're offering theirs for, and we're very competitive with that price. And when you determine which base option you need, we don't sell it. You can buy it with a base, but it's designed to be able to adjust whatever base you want for the platform that you want to put it on. So, another $40 for the correct base, and we're good to go. And here at the show, I've seen other manufacturers already coming out with bases for the MRO.
Oh, no kidding.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So they see something good, too.
Yeah, absolutely. They're saying, okay, you're going to sell a lot of them, so we want to make bases and things for them.
There you go.
All right. Is all that on the website now?
It is, yes, sir.
Trijicon.com?
Trijicon.com, videos, product information, whatever you need.
There you go. All right, and Trijicon, of course, is Trijicon. For those who don't know, Trijicon.com. All right, Eddie, you know what we got to do? We got to do a little bit more field testing. We got to get out and shoot something.
I think we can make it happen, Tom.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Always good to see you. Eddie Stevenson from Trijicon. Check it out, Trijicon.com. Don't go far. We'll be back in just a second from the SHOT Show. There's more to come. New guns, new optics, new lasers, new everything. I'm Tom Gresham, and this is Gun Talk.
Now, more Gun Talk, direct from the Crimson Trace booth at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas.
And we're back, visiting with all of our buds around here, talking about guns, as you might imagine, because we're in the biggest gun show in the world where you can't buy a gun. Isn't that weird?
Very weird. A lot of guns, but no gun sales.
That's right. It's the biggest gun show, but you cannot buy a gun here. Visiting with Tom Taylor from Sig Sauer. Your booth is the best-looking booth I have ever seen in the history of the SHOT Show. It is high-tech. It's gorgeous. I still can't figure out how you did all the stuff that you did there. It's we're talking $1 million plus for this thing. To me, it's indicative of what you guys have been doing for the last couple of years at SIG, honestly.
It is, Tom. We felt like with where we're trying to go with the Sig Sauer brand, we wanted to send a message that we're high tech, we're quality. The brand is going places where, we were a firearms company. We're an engineering firearms company, and it's been, the marketing's been classy and well done, but we're expanding into optics and ammo and silencers and air guns and innovative new firearms and all those things. And we want this brand to send a message that says this is something that hasn't been done in the industry before. When you look at the companies that have multiple categories, no one's done it. It's like a Vista Outdoors they have guns like Savage, and then they have ammunition through Federal, and they have optics at Bushnell, but they don't have one brand.
Right.
We'd like to build something.
You
that's
have all those
truly
categories,
a special brand,
but they're all SIG.
That's right. We make them. It's not sourced stuff. It's designed and built by SIG, and so we're trying to create something that truly is.
How much
a
has the
special
company
brand.
grown in the last 5 years? Do you have any idea? It's got to be 2, 3, 4x.
Well, the best analogy is not a 5-year look, but a 10-year look. 10 years ago, Sig Sauer was a $10 million company.
Okay.
And today it's pushing $500 million, and it's a 10-year story.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it's grown exponentially in a 10-year period. Ron Cohen, when he addressed our sales staff, said when he got there 11 years ago, there were 90 employees, and we have 113 people to staff our booth here.
Just in the booth here?
Just at the booth.
Now.
And we had 140 we had a range day, as you know, on Monday.
Holy cow.
And
yeah, I got to shoot some of the stuff, your cool stuff there. You know what I shot that was surprising and fun there was the air guns.
Yeah, that was a huge hit.
Those are fabulous. I mean, exact duplicates for weight and everything else of your centerfire guns. Great for practice. I mean, the pistols, you could use them in your holster. You could practice with it. I mean, what a great concept.
Yeah, that was the plan. It was funny because as in the morning, there weren't a lot of people down there. And then as the word spread how cool these things were.
They kept drifting down to that end of the line.
Yeah, by the end of the day, as they look and feel like a SIG because they are one.
Because they are SIG, yeah. I mean, you've got so many cool products. I do want to touch on, you got the world famous P210. It's been made forever in Europe. Fabulous gun, but pretty darn pricey. Now being made in America.
It is. And, as always, I would consider an aspirational gun. You're looking at almost $3,000 from, German-made P210. People would argue it's one of the finest handguns ever made.
Yes.
So we have now completed the project, and it's now made in our U.S. factory, and it'll be less than half that cost. So we are so excited. We'll be rolling it out. We actually, because of the current market conditions, we're probably not going to be able to start shipping it for another couple of months. But we could ship it. We're selling everything else right now.
Right.
So on the heels of doing a 5 and a 6 inch target model, we have some unique ideas that are going to be very exciting in the some other categories that might be interesting in the P210 platform. So we're going to, as we always do, not only do the traditional gun, but we have some very innovative ideas around the platform.
Variations on a theme.
Yes, sir.
Okay. P225.
P225 is out. People call it the original carry gun from back in the day, and made famous by the German military and military all over the world, and just rolled that back out. And it's a P225, but again, we put an X5 undercut so you can get down on your grip lower, and just has a ton of enhancements, and also made in our U.S. factory, and as all of the guns are, more affordable than they were when the original German versions.
But the real lines were over at the long guns, man.
Yeah,
you guys have been doing some stuff.
Yeah, the MCX and the MPX have just the categories have exploded for us, and with the popularity of 300 Blackout on the MCX platform, and now the carbine versions of those guns shipping, and also another new platform, our 716 Gen 2. Yep. We took almost 4 pounds out of that 308 rifle.
It's a 308 AR, and you put it not just on a diet, you put it on a starvation diet.
We did.
I mean, 4 pounds out of a rifle?
Yeah,
where does it come from?
Yeah, the engineers at SIG continue to just amaze at what they're able to accomplish, and some of the other things on the drawing board. It's an innovation company. It's an engineering company. Our president was an engineer. That was his DNA, and that made the DNA of the company an engineering company. And now we're kind of beginning to grow up and become a sales and marketing company. So it's really a lot of cool and innovative things coming out of the factory.
So if you had to talk about one or two other things, what are people talking about?
Well, the Legion series is probably the very hottest thing we have going right now.
Right.
We introduced the 226 and the 229. The 226 single action has been extremely popular. At the show, our next Legion series gun is a 220. So if you don't know what a Legion series gun, really quick, it's a PVD coated gray gun, and it's got tremendous amount of upgrades, and the cost, the upcharge for those upgrades is very reasonable. And as importantly, you can join the Legion, so to speak, right, and you get a tremendous amount of assets from joining the club and a proprietary website. So that's been a big hit. And I think the other biggest thing is people are picking up our 320 target pistol.
Yep.
So the 320 platform, which was launched last year, has done very, very well. Our new striker-fired pistol. And we now have a target version. With the success of Max Michel this year and our announcement this week that we've added Lena Michalik to Team SIG.
That's big news.
It
man.
is, and so the company hasn't been tremendously focused on 3-gun and sport shooting, but we're going down that path, and so. Like I said, we want to be very pervasive in the markets we attack, and when you look at Lena and Max, we have the best.
All right, so you got long guns, you got handguns, you got silencers, you got ammo, you got optics, you got air guns. I bet you're not stopping there.
No, we're not stopping. I think we look at 2016 a little bit as the year to really get these products up and running. Through 15, all the things we talked about, the MCX, the MPX, the 320, the Legion, and all those categories you just mentioned,
right?
They all really began shipping in 2015. 2016 is going to be a lot about really getting these products shipping and mature.
Right.
And then beyond 2016, we have, like I said, we have tremendous engineering resources, and
you got your little Skunk Works guys just doing things, don't you?
We do. So, the brand, the market is proving to us that they like the brand and they like the quality, and we don't plan to stop here.
That's terrific. And they can find out about it on the website?
SigSauer.com. Pretty easy.
There you go. Tom, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Always appreciate it.
You bet. All right, we'll be right back with more from the SHOT Show.
Join the Ruger 2 Million Gun Challenge and help donate $4 million to the NRA Institute for Legislative Action. The NRA ILA is committed to preserving the Second Amendment right of all law-abiding individuals to purchase, possess, and use firearms. And Ruger pledges to donate $2 for each new Ruger firearm sold between the 2015 and 2016 NRA annual meetings. Visit Ruger.com/2 million to learn more and support the NRA ILA by buying a new Ruger firearm today.
Who will you trust with your guns and valuables? Liberty safes are the best built and most secure safes on the planet. They sell more gun safes than any other brand. It's about trust earned through performance. If your Liberty safe is damaged by fire or attempted break-in, they'll send a new safe right to your home. Protection from thieves and fire. Trust the #1 maker of quality gun safes. LibertySafe.com.
I'm just as good as these guys. When will I get my chance to prove it?
Your chance is now. American Marksman is a nationwide series of target shooting competitions designed to give you your big break. Think you've got what it takes to go home with $50,000? Visit ammarksman.com to register today. That's ammarksman.com. American Marksman. Are you the one?
Hi, this is Tom Gresham from GUNTALK. America is losing critical wildlife habitat at a rate of 1 football field every hour. It's happening on the Louisiana coast, but it's critical to all sportsmen and conservationists. These precious wetlands provide winter habitat for more than 10 million ducks and geese annually, waterfowl that migrate north through dozens of states. Don't shrug it off. Get involved. You can help. Visit vanishingparadise.org.
Hardcore tactical professionals who put their lives on the line every day depend on SureFire. For decades, SureFire has built the first and finest professional-grade flashlights, weapon-mounted lights, hearing protection, and suppressors. We build the best because lives depend on it. And we know failure is not an option. We design, engineer, and manufacture SureFire products right here in the U.S. For you, for your loved ones, SureFire. American built, American strong. SureFire.com.
We're back with you here. We're at the SHOT Show in the Crimson Traits booth. We're just visiting, let's see, we just had, oh my gosh, Rob Leatham, Steve Tarani, Chris White just joined us right here. I mean, it's like cool. It's like neat. And then, how cool is this? Steve Tarani gives me a copy of his book, signs it, and then lays one of his knives on me, which is good because he scares me. I know. I like Leatham, but Steve's frightening. He's just a scary dude. He's a nice guy, but he's a scary dude. I'm just telling you. Yeah, you know what? Every one of these knives should come with a box of Band-Aids for me. What can I tell you? There it is. All right, we're back here. We're having a bunch of fun. We're talking about guns. So much here at the SHOT Show is about concealed carry, self-defense guns. You can't do that unless you have a good holster. How you doing, partner?
I'm doing great, Tom. Glad to be here.
CrossBreed holsters. Trent joins us, by the way. You've been here so often, I feel like everybody knows who you are. They can't see who you are. How's it going in the booth, partner?
It's awesome. It's our second year here at SHOT. We're launching a dealer program. We actually launched it last year.
That's right.
And it's just come to fruition this year, and we've got them lined up wanting to bring holsters into their shops.
Really? That's good. So people can actually now go to their gun stores and get a CrossBreed holster.
Absolutely. For the longest time, we're in our 10th year or just past our 10th year. It was going direct to the consumer,
right.
And it came time that we decided we needed to be out into the retail to where the people could go out to their shops, their local dealer, and touch it, feel it, try it on, everything else.
There you go, because it is all about feel. And once you try it on, it's one of those weird things that when you look at it online, you go, well, that's different looking, that's odd. But then if you actually try it, feel it, slip it inside, and you try it on, you go, oh, yeah, okay, I get that. It's a feel thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And every holster is different for every person. What's
Right.
going to fit you is not going to fit me. And, we've got a great lineup going out to retail. Obviously, they can still go on our consumer site and pick anything they want from there. But we've got a limited number of items, and our belts are going to be at retail. So, yeah, it's a fun, exciting time for us.
Okay, we got a lot of people who listen who have gun stores. If they're a gun store owner, and they would say, I'd like to carry CrossBreed. How do they go about that?
They can call us at the shop. They can also go on to dealer.crossbreedholsters.com, and they can register online. We'll get in touch with them, get them set up. It's a very simple process. We've got one of the best programs. We try to really work on the program and get it to be the best, one of the best in the industry, as far as the terms, the discounts, the promotional allowances.
Okay.
It's a fun, exciting time for CrossBreed.
Good deal. We're talking with Trent Cooper from CrossBreed Holsters. So what's new? What are you showing product-wise here?
We just launched several new products. I'm going to start with a couple of holsters. We came up with a Freedom Carry. It's more an appendix style inside the waistband holster, and it has just the name kind of helped too, but the Freedom Carry, it gives you the Freedom Carry wherever you want on your waist.
There you go.
You can do strong side, you can do appendix carry, you can do cross draw. Outside the waistband, we came out with a new drop slide. It lets you holster your firearm a little bit lower. We changed the backer where it protects your pants. We've came out with a new Aries Aegis belt. I guess the best way to explain it is go to crossbreedholsters.com and look at it. But
we can't hold it up to the microphone.
Exactly. I was getting ready to reach down and show it, but you can't do that. That's an awesome belt. We've got a new belly band, a redesigned belly band. I went out on a bike ride the other day, 20 miles. With a belly band on, carrying a firearm.
People do not appreciate the utility of a belly band. It is one of the coolest options for concealed carry.
Yeah, absolutely. And this thing, you can wear it with shorts, you can wear it with sweats. No belt needed. Ladies, you can wear these with skirts. It's an absolute awesome product.
And comfortable.
And it's modular. You can also take the holster off of that belly band, put it in the console of your car, put it on your bedside backup. It's very, very versatile. And next week, hopefully next week, by the end of next week, we'll have our new ankle holster out, and
really,
it's a pretty cool design there as well.
Okay, and you'll have that on the website as soon as you're ready?
Absolutely, www.crossbreedholsters.com.
CrossBreed Holsters, remember the S, crossbreedholsters.com. Still, of course, the original. You got the Super Tuck, you got the Mini Tuck, you got the ones that brought you here, right?
Absolutely. We will never, ever get rid of those. We won't change them. The Super Tuck still is, we'll go back to one of the first taglines, the ugliest holster you'll ever love. You forget that you have it on. Once you wear it for a couple of weeks, it just forms to your body. You've worn them.
You put it on and you go, man, you literally can't forget you got it on.
Absolutely.
It's that comfortable.
Absolutely.
All right, crossbreedholsters.com.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. Trent, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, we got a lot of information into a short, period of time. I know you got more than that. I'm just going to direct them to the website.
Absolutely, the website, or just give us a call. We love to talk to people. We love.
What's the phone number?
888-732-5011.
That'll work. All righty. I appreciate that. All right, don't go far because we are at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're coming up on, well, about the middle of the show, and we got lots of people lined up. People want to talk. We got, let's see, presidents of companies going to be here. We got competitive shooters, and we got just people coming by and waving. You never know who's going to be here. Hey, don't go far. I'm Tom Gresham. This is Gun Talk, and we are at SHOT Show 2016. All righty, we're talking about guns and shooting, and when you do that, guess who shows up? Rob Leatham always wants to be around guns and shooting.
That's what I am. Man? Yeah, that's what I am. I can't imagine separating the two.
That's what you do. I mean, how cool is this? We're just sitting here and it's like everybody in the gun biz is here. This is so much fun.
Yeah, for all you out there that don't get to come to the SHOT Show, you're missing out. It's all here.
Sorry, get in the gun business and then you can come, right?
Yeah, you wish you were here.
Yeah, I mean, you really do. It's so cool. One of the things, obviously you're with Springfield Armory, but you're also a gun guy. And so you walk around, you're looking at all the guns.
Oh, yeah, I have lots of guns that aren't Springfield Armory guns because I like guns.
Yeah. I mean, that's the deal. And there's like cool stuff everywhere.
Oh, tons of it.
Now, this was so much fun. I mean, you guys just came by. We had Chris and Steve, who you guys are doing this crazy class that we've talked about before. We got the knife guy, the rifle guy, and the pistol guy.
Right.
That's just uber cool, fun stuff.
It's going to be the kind of thing that I don't think has ever happened before, and I don't know what it would take to organize it again. It's a really, really big deal. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be neat. So that's a fun deal. Yeah. Springfield Armory has, of course, new stuff as always. We've got videos we've been shooting with you guys.
Yeah.
And they're all up now on the website, on the Springfield Armory website.
Yeah, they can go to yours and ours, and I think they can find all the videos we shot on new products over the last 10 days we introduced.
We could see your wife beating you. Is that what I remember?
I have no recollection of that, Senator. Probably.
That was so much fun to do that.
Fun.
I mean, I
think it was a fix, though. It had to be a fix, Tom. It wasn't.
I hate to tell you, man.
Please tell me it was a fix. Losing my edge.
Well, we were kind of helping you out there. A little distractions now and then. So
that wasn't why I lost.
No, well, that's all right. It's all fun.
It's all good.
Amazing quality of guns. Just overall, last 10 years. Everybody's products.
And I bring it clear back to when I started shooting. And I've been shooting since I was a baby like you. But when I started shooting competition in the early 80s, all we got was buying a short block. And all it was a foundation.
It went straight to a gunsmith.
Oh, yeah, you didn't. Exactly. We never opened the box.
Yes.
We sent it straight to him because everything had to be touched. And you go walk around here and look at rifles, shotguns, pistols, revolvers, all these manufacturers, the development because of the need from the consumer to improve the product. That's what's forced it. For so many years, we were just happy with the custom shops doing that.
Right.
Now the consumer can go into the store and buy a gun that when I started shooting was better than you can build.
Well, case in point, the range officer, pick this gun up, take it out to the range, enter the match, shoot.
Right. You can be competitive with, you put a mag well on that gun, and you can be competitive with it right out of the box.
You've heard of meals ready to eat. These are guns ready to shoot.
Guns. Oh my gosh! Copyright Rob Leatham 2016 is mine. I took it, stole it. Guns ready to shoot. I like that.
They really are. It's just stunning. It's the whole level is incredible these days.
Right. It is amazing how good stuff has become.
Yeah. SHOT Show, huge, just crazy people everywhere.
Well, it's almost like a zoo. When you walk around, there's everything to see. If you go to the zoo because you want to see a tiger and a lion and you want to see the elephant,
then you go, whoa, look, a lemur.
Right, there you go. And there's everything in between. Animals, what is that animal?
Yeah, really. And just when you think you've seen everything anybody could do, some little booth out of the way, you stop and you go, what was that?
Right.
How cool is that?
Something new. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is nuts.
Well, it's fun being in this industry, and I really like working with you guys. I can't wait till our next project. I don't know what it's going to be.
I don't know. We'll make it up as we go.
It'll be awesome. I don't know what it is, other than it'll be.
It may not be good, but we're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun doing it. Shooting out of your airplane. That's my next one.
That's what you want to do. I know. That's right. Just don't shoot us down, okay?
I'll try not to.
If you would, please.
I'll try not to.
That would be good. All right, Rob, I know you got lots of places to go, a lot of things to do. Thank you for stopping by. I kind of shanghaied you as you came by here.
Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure.
Always fun. All right, now don't go anywhere because we are at the SHOT Show. We're going to be talking with, let's see, Ruger's coming up. We're going to find out what has been going on there. A lot of things. Every gun company is here. If they're not here, they're not really in the business these days. So there you go. I'm Tom Gresham, and this is, of course, Gun Talk. We're at SHOT Show 2016. Don't go far. We'll be right back.